Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Austin. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Penny. Hello, my daily life. Yeah, sorry about being a few minutes late. I'll try to explain what was going on here. As most of you know, my laptop is down. It's in the computer repair shop now. So I decided yesterday I was going to dig out my old laptop to see if I could get by with that until I get my laptop back. Well, I'm still having the same issue with that I had last summer, but it wasn't working any worse than it was last summer. It's just very, very slow, and it's giving me a lot of issues. It's just wore out. Hello, Radio Jonesy. Well, anyways, with the StreamYard, tried to enter a studio, and it told me my browser wouldn't allow camera or microphone access. Well, camera and microphone were turned on. I don't know why it's not allowing access, but it wasn't. I couldn't get that straightened out. So then I went to my phone and I opened up Chrome on my phone because that's what I normally use on my phone. My live isn't showing on there. So I had no upcoming lives. I got thinking, well, on my laptop, I used Edge when I set it up, so I'll give that a shot. So I switched over to Edge. There it was. So took me about 10 minutes to get all this figured out, but then I made it. Hello, Nancy. So hopefully the rest of the live goes a little bit smoother. And speaking of my laptop, he wasn't sure what's wrong with it. He didn't look at it right then. But where the charger port is, you could see where that had gotten hot. And that's one that's leading me to think that it's the charger port is bad. But he said earlier midweek he'd get that ripped apart and let me know what's going on with it. So hopefully I'll hear from him in the next few days. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Des. He only is open Monday through Thursday. I dropped it off on Thursday. So if he gets to it early to midweek, that'll be pretty quick, actually. Yeah, I'm always having some kind of problem, Jonesy. Eventually, I want to get a desktop again. I haven't had a desktop in quite a few years. I haven't been able to set one up. But once I get moved, I'll have a place to be able to set one up. So I want to try to get one eventually, because I think that will work out a lot better. Hello, Vance. Hello, Sassy777. Haven't been too bad. Yes, I know, Jonesy. Desktops definitely are better. I like the flexibility of the laptop. And being in a camper these past few years, I haven't had a place to set up a desktop, so I was glad to have a laptop. And I always will have a laptop. Because if my Wi-Fi goes down or something, I can always take the laptop somewheres and get Wi-Fi, get online, do whatever I need to do. So I'd never be without a laptop, but I would like to have a desktop for my live edit videos. It just be a lot better. Hello, Shasta Valley. Yes, Brandon, I think I can do a lot better with a desktop. Hello, Steve and Tina. I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. And now that I got through a few minutes of complaining, maybe we can have some fun in the live now. Well, the weather hasn't been the greatest this weekend, but tomorrow we're supposed to be back sunny and near 60. And then the rest of the week is supposed to be in the 60s and sunny. I think there is one day there's a chance of showers. Thursday, I believe. And then next weekend back in the 50s and rain again. But I'll take it. Still a lot better weather than New York. Hello, Razorback Rick. Hello, Emily. Well, I hope we don't get snow again. They're saying it's going to cool down for the last half of the month, but what I've seen, I haven't seen where it's going to be a huge drop. I saw one map where this area is supposed to be slightly below normal. And I know farther north, they're saying it's going to be farther below normal. Yeah, we didn't have any sun yesterday at all. And this morning we had sun for a short period of time. I don't think it was an hour. And then it clouded up again. And now it's raining. I went out about 45 minutes ago to fill up my water jugs and get a gallon of water out of the refrigerator that I had out there. And it was raining again. Yep, that's technology for you, Shasta Valley. I hate when I get something typed in, it's just what I want. I hit send, and then autocorrect decides that it wants to change it on me, and then the wrong message gets sent. Thank you for always welcoming people in, Emily. I appreciate that. Well, tomorrow I'm going to be doing some work on the chicken run. Hello, Al. I had one of my Easter eggers get out today, and I don't like having them get out. But fortunately, we were outside when it happened, so we're able to get her back in. Yep, not having too bad of an evening now. Once I got past these technical issues I was having, I was explaining that earlier. But Hopefully this is going good. Well, I was able to get her back in, and hopefully they'll stay in there now. And what I'm going to do is the covered run that I have that I never actually have used, it's in there, but the netting that came with it keeps breaking. So I have to put something different on it. And I do have some netting I can put on it. So I'm going to get that fully enclosed in hopefully tomorrow, but it probably will be 2 or 3 day job before I get it all done. And then I've got 3 T-posts that was given to me. And I'm going to put them at the end of it and expand it out a little bit bigger than what the covered run is. And then all the chickens will be in there where none of them can fly out. They just worry me too much flying out with dogs around. Even though today most of the dogs were actually helping get them back in or get her back in, it still makes me nervous. So I hope to get that done this week. Yeah, it's gonna be a little while before I can get moved, that's for sure. Because dried out a little bit last week, then it rained again this weekend. Now it'll dry out a little bit this week, rain again next weekend. So I don't know when Drew's going to be able to get Jeff's septic system put in. There's no way he can do it in this mud, that's for sure. And thank you for sharing that out, Steve and Tina. I appreciate it. You got 17 people in here. I've only been on for 12 minutes. That's pretty good. Thank you, everyone. Hello, Mike. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean there, Shasta Valley. Yeah, my older hens, they can be bullies. One of my black astrolorps, she's real bad. And my other older black astrolorp, she used to be, but she grew out of it. And she's actually bullied by, I call her sister because I got them all at the same time. But she's actually bullied by her sister now. And my Rhode Island Red, she's not terrible, but she's a little bit pushy. And then my Buff Orpington, she gets as calm as she can be. Yep, I can see the older ones run them up a tree at night. I wouldn't be surprised. That's why my Easter egger flew out today. I wouldn't be surprised she was being bullied by one of the older ones. Either that or one of the roosters after her. I'm not sure about using the hoop coops, Rick. I am going to utilize the chicken coop that was there when Jeff bought the place. And I am going to have a boys flock because I'm only going to put the roosters in with the hens long enough to do what they need to do, and then I'm going to separate them again. So they may be in a hoop coop. I'll have a better idea once I get there and get set up, and then as I expand, eventually I'm going to have to. Because I know what's there now isn't going to work out. Because I'm going to have my flocks separated like Jeff does. There's 2 sides in that coop, so I can close off the door in between, and that will handle 2 flocks there. And actually, once I get there and can really look things over, even though I've been there several times, I wasn't able to get all the way back to the coop because Jeff's got chickens in front of it. But once I can really look things over, I'll be doing a video on what my plans are. Hello, the chicken. Yeah, I think it was my midweek live. Is it midweek live or was last Sunday's live? I saw on the screen that I had over 40 people in here, but they're saying my peak was 39. But still, that was pretty good, Emily. I just have 1 barred rock pullet because my other 3 barred rock pullets died last summer, about a month after I got them. But this one I have, she's a sweetheart, and she mixes right in with the older hens very well. They did bully her at first, but she just stood her ground, and she sleeps up on top of the coop with them now. Yeah, both Orpingtons are a very friendly breed. And also, the Easter eggers seem to be pretty calm too. But I do have to say, when it got real cold, I put everyone inside because they all wanted to be up on top of the coop. And I went out that night and I put them all inside. All of my younger ones, the pullets and the cockerels, no problem at all. Then my older ones, Earl wasn't a problem. He was very cooperative. But my older hens, they squawked and fought me the whole time. They didn't used to be like that. So it must be when they get older, they get an attitude. Hello, Katie. I actually researched a lot of different breeds, Shasta Valley, and that is one thing that I read about New Hampshire Reds, that they can be aggressive toward other birds. Yes, Sassy777. I have a 35-year-old son back in New York. He's hoping to move down here someday, but I'm not sure if he actually will or not. I hope he does. I talk to him, well, probably 2 or 3 times a week. He hates the weather in New York, so I keep telling him how nice it is down here. Seeing him screenshots of the forecast and stuff, and He said, boy, that's nice weather. We're not getting weather like that here. And I said, I know. That's why I screenshotted our forecast. Yeah, that makes sense to check in. Because what I've read of Easter eggers is they say that generally they're friendly, but you really don't know how they're going to turn out because they're a mixed breed. Mine all are very friendly. And the last Easter eggers I had, that got taken by a dog a couple years ago, they were just absolute sweethearts. They were the two friendliest ones that I had. So, 45 in Hinton. 39 in New Rochelle. Yeah, again, I can't type in here to see what Nightbot's saying for us. My thermometer's showing 49, but I know that's been off quite a bit lately. I've got batteries to put in the sensor, and it's only 10, 15 feet from the front door, but I just haven't got around to do it yet. I try not to make special trips outside, try to do everything all at once, because I have a little trouble with the steps on the camper. I always forget to take the batteries out with me when I'm going out. Yeah, it looks like everyone's 30s and 40s. Hello, J&B. Yes, Emily, I do get quite a few people on here. It's surprising. Because I look at what some of the bigger channels getting, I don't mean huge channels, but I'm talking about channels like maybe 3,000, 4,000 subscribers. And some of them get the same amount as I do, some of them a little less. Where I've got under 1,800 subscribers and 23 people in chat. So I appreciate that, everyone. No, actually, that reminds me to check in. I keep forgetting to do it. I want to shut off your notification and then turn it back on. Because I'm not getting notifications from you. And I found that works. Just to let everyone know, if you're not getting notifications from someone, it's worked a couple times for me. I can't say it's going to work every time. But if you shut off the notification bell and then immediately hit all notifications, sometimes you'll start getting the notifications again. We haven't had any snow since we had that 2.5 inches or so. I think it was 3 weeks ago. Yes, 3 weeks ago. And that's the only snow of any significance we've had. We had one other snow where it snowed early in the morning, covered the ground, and by noon it was completely gone. Those are the only 2 snows that we've had this year. And hopefully that's all we will have. Well, that's good, Shasta Valley. Not good to have pack rats, and I prefer not to have snakes around. I know some people love to have them around. I don't. I'm not a snake person. I'm not going to harm a snake, but if I have an animal that does, oh well, they shouldn't have come around. No, he doesn't, Emily. I've tried to get him to start one, but he's got anxiety problems around big crowds. So he doesn't mind anything to do with that. That wouldn't be a disappointment to me, the chicken. If we get less than they predict, that's fine to me. Yeah, Emily, it would be good if he did come down. He had researched it a little bit because he was telling me that he was checking rental properties, and the rent is a lot cheaper down here than it is where he is. Yep, I know what you mean about the dog, Shasta Valley. I know when I move over where Jeff is now, he's had issues with dogs in the past, but I've got 2 livestock guardian dogs, so they should run off any of the dogs that try to come around. Yeah, I've been working on a video for a week too. Actually, over a week. I've been editing it since last Tuesday, I believe it was. Monday or Tuesday. But I actually got clips in there from a week ago yesterday. I gotta just stop everything I'm doing and get that finished up. And I also have a review video. I got 2 review videos I have to do, but one of them I have to get done in the next couple days because they're emailing me about it because it's been a while now. It's probably been 3 months, maybe longer. And I told them I was going to try to get it out last week, and then things just didn't work out to get that done. That's why I'm trying to use my old laptop, even though it's not the greatest thing in the world. But if I can use that to watch videos on and watch lives and stuff, then I'll free up my phone to do editing with. But right now, it's basically just my phone that I'm using for editing, watching videos, watching lives, any research I have to do, anything I have to order. Where normally I'll be using my laptop and my phone. Have a good night, my daily life. Thanks for stopping in. You make me jealous, Jonesy. 77 degrees. And we'll be getting that soon. We'll be getting that, and then you'll be cooling off. Yes, he does, Mike. The chicken does do some amazing editing. Hello, Sue. Yeah, Mike, Oklahoma's been something else lately. All I'm hearing about is nasty weather from Oklahoma. Yeah, YouTube's not doing anyone any favors when they try to update stuff. I swear they don't want anyone to get anything figured out, because as soon as you figure out stuff, then they change it. Yeah, I know the feeling there, Shasta Valley. But I'm hoping I'm far enough south so when spring comes, they'll actually be here. Yeah, Mike's mentioned the earthquakes in Oklahoma. I looked that up this morning. In the past 24 hours, there's been 12 earthquakes in Oklahoma, and in the past 7 days, there's been 54 earthquakes. Yeah, I can understand what you're saying there, to check in. I just hate snakes, but I know milk snakes, they are beautiful snakes. And they're big snakes too. The last place that I lived in New York, there was a lot of milk snakes around there. They were all about 4 foot long. Yep, Emily. He's been like that his whole life. Hello, Lauren and Joel. Yep, keeping dry as long as I'm inside. I went outside about an hour and a half ago to get some water, and I had a jug of water in the refrigerator I wanted to bring in. And it was raining lightly at that time. But I'm in for the night now. Yeah, a lot of the farms around here have donkeys. They'll kick a coyote right in the head and kill it. Yeah, the chicken. That's one of the reasons everyone's moving out of northern states. Cost of living is so high up there. And I know Connecticut's always been known for having a very high cost of living. And here's Domino. She wanted to come up and say hi. Yeah, I didn't pick her up. She actually climbed up on me just to say hi. Yes, the chicken. Grub Terra is the one I have to do the review on in the next couple days. They've been very patient with me because it's been a long time. So I just have to get that video done and then email them the link to the video. Hello, Midnight Madness. Yes, I am a little bit more awake. That's for sure. Yeah, Wednesday night, I was pretty tired. Yes, Oklahoma got a 5.1 magnitude earthquake. That's a good size one. I remember back in, I think it was 1983, we had a 5.4 in New York. That shook pretty good. And then 2002, we had, that was 5 point something. That one did not a lot of damage, but it did some damage around the area where I lived. There was some structural damage from that one. So you get over 5, it's a pretty good sized one. I know it's not as bad as some of them we get in California and different places like that, but it still can do some damage. Yep, I know what you mean there, Mike. Right from winter to summer. Well, if it's 50 degrees in Mansfield, maybe my thermometer's not too far off. Yep, they always make crazy changes, that's sure, the chicken. Yeah, there's been a lot of nasty weather around Emily. But I remember hearing many years ago, probably 30, 40 years ago, they were saying that we were going to start getting more extremes in the weather. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Jonesy. I've heard that Australia's got some of the most deadly snakes in the world. I know there's other places got some pretty bad ones too, but I've heard that Australia's right up there pretty good on the list. Well, Midnight Madness, I don't think it can be illegal because I know I've heard it pronounced different ways before. Yeah, summer's definitely my favorite season, that's for sure. Yep. I know what you mean about the cost of living there. I'm just glad the cost of living's so much less here. Okay, Nancy. You have a good week also, and I hope everything goes well with your surgery. Yeah, actually, if I can find out for sure that it's legitimate, I think it is, but I want to look into it a little bit more. I'm thinking about accepting a thing with Temu. I've had pretty good luck with their stuff. I've had some things that haven't worked out for me. I haven't bought a lot. I've only bought about $35-40 worth of stuff in two different orders from them. And I actually only had problems with 2 items. And actually, it reminds me, I gotta do a return on them. One of them was a toy for the cats. It was a flippity flop fish. They had another one that I bought at Ollie's, and they just absolutely loved it. And then that broke. And this one, the light will come on saying that it's charging, but the light will never go out, and then it won't work when you turn it on. I left it charging for, I think it was almost 24 hours, and still absolutely nothing. So I'm going to send that back. And then I had it was a package of 2. In fact, I might have one right up here. Oh, no, it's not. No, I don't have one I can reach right now. It's a headlamp. It doesn't last a long time, but it's very, very bright for a few minutes. And one of them worked just fine, and the other one, the charger port's broke on. It's not attached where it should be. It broke off and fell down in. I never even got to use that one once. Charger port was broke when I took it out of the package. So I'm going to send that back. And I've had a few want to do collaborations that things just weren't matching up. The one email had a lot of grammar errors in it. And then when you hovered over the link, the web address is trying to take you to wasn't the company website. So I knew that was a scam right off the bat. Yeah, I see Radio Jones. He's gonna check out Shasta Valley. Yeah, if anyone wants to type drop or king in chat, Nightbot will drop your link, and then people can check your channels out. But most people in here are moderators, so you can just click on the three dots also. Hello, Jenny. Yeah, I think I remember that earthquake to chicken. I think parts of eastern New York got hit by that one also. Yep, 4.6 is strongest. 5.4 was the strongest New York's ever seen. I forgot what the strongest was in Arkansas. I looked that up. It's 3 point something is the strongest Arkansas has ever had. Well, it depends on how far you can throw a rock, Shasta Valley. If it was me, I'd have to be pretty close. Yeah, Mike, there's something going on. Because there's earthquakes and volcanoes erupting and stuff all over the world. I think it's stuff going on way down under the surface of the earth. Okay, to check in. Have a good night. Yeah, I know New York is, that's for sure, Emily. Yeah, the thing with Temu is, yeah, the stuff isn't top quality, but you're not paying much for it. And with very limited money that I get, I have to do whatever I can do to get stuff as cheap as I can. Yeah, I buy quite a little from Amazon. Oh, I didn't know that Midnight Madness. I'll have to look into that Golden Arch. If it's not too far away, I'd like to see that. We're being spied on all the time, Mike. So it used to bother me, but now it's just a matter of knowing you're being spied on all the time. Yep, that's right, Shasta Valley. Like Walmart, I didn't know this until just maybe 3-4 years ago. That if you have a debit card or credit card on your account, if you go in the store and use that debit card, that all shows in your purchase history. I always thought that it was just when you bought something online. And I was looking at it one day and it said my purchase made on such and such a date. And I'm thinking, I didn't order anything from them on that date. Why is this in my history? I got looking at it. It was the last order that I actually had gone to Walmart and bought there in the store. Used my debit card to pay for it. And that was all listed in my purchase history. Hello, Wanda. I didn't know Arkansas was called Bear State either. I know it's the natural state. Okay, Steve and Tina, I appreciate that. Hello, Peg Murphy. Good to see you here. I know there's a lot of people who don't chat all the time, which is fine. I do it sometimes too. Well, it's good to be able to say hello to people. In fact, the other night, I know someone was asking someone's live where I was. I was actually watching the live, but I didn't want to make it known that I was watching because I was doing something else at the time, and I couldn't answer anyone commenting to me. Yeah, I just put my third order into TMU. I've never put a big order in. This last order was, I think it was $16. Usually just over the minimum amount. Okay, thanks for letting me know that, Midnight Madness. Ark's located in Pine Bluff. Hello, Joseph. I actually had heard that there was toilet paper manufactured in Arkansas, but I didn't know which brands it was. Yeah, that keeps things interesting when you come up with these fun facts, Midnight Madness. I appreciate that. Hello, Maritza's Yarn and Crafts. Yep, that's right, Emily. You're allowed to lurk. Nothing wrong with that. I wish I was on my laptop. Then I actually could tell how many people have chatted within the past 5 minutes or so. There's 28 people in here watching. Oh, that sounds like that'd be fun to watch. A garden tiller race. Not far from where I used to live in New York. They used to have lawnmower races there. One of our neighboring fire departments put it on. They had a lot of fun with that. Hello, Brenda. Yeah, you're always here in my chat, Emily. I can't look it up right now, but you're one of my top chatters. Because I can look up, I think it's the top 25 it lists in there for the previous week. It'll tell me how many messages we put in chat from each person. And I suppose you're happy about being snowed in, aren't you, Wanda? I know you always say you love the snow. Okay, Brenda. Good to know. It's nice to know where people are from. Are you sick of it yet, Wanda? Nope, I've never been to Maine. I wish I had been to Maine because I've been to New Hampshire, Vermont, Connecticut, Massachusetts. So if I'd been to Maine, then I could say that I'd been to, like I'd never been to Rhode Island. I was going to say then I could say I've been to all the New England states, but I'm missing Maine and Rhode Island. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Wanda. Yeah, if anyone didn't already know, Radio Jonesy on Tour is from Tasmania. He does a live 5 days a week. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, his time. But here in the Central Time Zone, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the previous day. Like 1 o'clock this afternoon, I watched a live that he did 6 o'clock Monday morning. And it's nice to see the ships come in and all the wildlife that he's got in his backyard and stuff. He just puts on a real nice live. Nice guy. Hello, Jason Terra. Not doing too bad. Hello, JDDs. Hello, Ace. Yep, I know what you mean there about the phone getting low. You know, the other night I was playing. Oh gosh, from Sherman Family Farm. I was playing his playlist, and then all of a sudden it stopped on me. I wonder what's going on. Check my phone. Phone was dead. I'd gotten up to go to the bathroom earlier in the night, and I tripped over a cord. Well, what it was where the 12 gauge cord comes in from outside, and I've got a three-way adapter in there. My phone's plugged into that. Well, when I tripped over, I pulled that three-way adapter out. So I didn't have any power in here for several hours. Didn't even realize it. My mini fridge was off, but that was okay because I keep that pretty cold in there. So even if that's off for a few hours, it was still cold in there. But of course, that put out the charge with my phone. If I tried to turn the light on, that would have been out too, but I had my headlamp on, so I didn't even turn on the lamp that night. Nope, I've never been to Europe. Just United States and Canada. Yeah, I would like to go to Maine someday. Not sure if it'll happen now that I'm so far away, but would like it. Hello, Tony. Well, I guess you're all set, Wanda. Yeah, like when I was living off grid in New York, everyone would start freaking out when the power went out for a few hours. Didn't bother me at all. Because I didn't have any electricity. I was running off a generator, ran it several hours a day, so didn't make any difference to me. Oh, no problem, Jonesy. I really do enjoy your lives. You're a great person. Hello, Judy. Hello, Dave. I'm assuming Mama V got the Metal on Roof Midnight Madness, but I don't know. You're going to have to wait for her video to come out. So all anyone can do right now is speculate on it. When you're asking if I was okay, did I hurt myself, Emily? You talk about the night that I tripped over the cord. Because if that's what you talk about, yeah, I was fine. I didn't fall or anything. I just got my foot caught in it because I can't hardly pick my right leg up. I have to struggle to get that more than a foot off the, I mean, a inch off the floor. So So just a matter of getting my foot caught in it, but I was fine. Yep, that's right. The Amish have it right. Never worry about power outages. I feed them right now. All these chickens are getting layer pellets. And when it was cold, I gave them some corn too. They would live on the corn if I let them. Right now, I'm not giving them corn because they don't want to eat the layer pellets if I give them corn. All they want to do is just teach more corn. In fact, today I went out. They all came running up to the fence. And you guys have food. I know there's no way you ate all of it. I went and checked. Their feeder was 2/3 full, but they were acting like they were starved to death because they wanted me to give them corn. But that's the reason that I don't give it to them too often. If it gets cold again, I'll give it to them. Otherwise, I'll just give it to them as a treat occasionally. I will give White Rock Homestead a rink when I'm able to. But right now I'm on StreamYard and I can't do it from here. But they're definitely going to get a rink after the live when I go back through. In fact, I got to go through because I think there's other ones in here that should have a rink that don't. So I actually haven't been checking it lately. No, I didn't fall, Emily. It was just catching my foot in it. Yep, that's right. My chickens would live on corn or scratch if I let them. I actually have to force them to eat layer pellets. And back when it was so cold, they probably went about 3 days without eating any layer pellets because I would give them all the corn that they could eat just to try to get their body temperature up, keep them a little warmer. Then when it warmed up, I cut them off from the corn completely because that was all they wanted to eat. Yeah, I've never given mine sunflower seeds, but I've had that suggested to me in the past. Well, I shouldn't say I've never given sunflower seeds because one of the scratch that I gave them, pretty sure I had sunflower seeds in it. But they're just like kids. You let them eat junk food, they'll live on it. Yes, I will be doing more sticker giveaways, Midnight Madness. In fact, I've got more stickers ordered. They should be shipped out soon here. Because about a week ago, they updated the status. They're in production and be shipped out in 2 to 3 business days. But I know Friday I checked, they still were in production, which I expected because that's what it was the last time too. It was week and a half before they shipped them out to me. Well, you're welcome, Peg. That gives me an idea for a video sometime, too. I probably should do a video to let people know that's new to chickens and thinking about getting chickens and stuff. Some of the basics about them. Yeah, up to 18 weeks, I give them chick starter and grower. And then I switch them over to the layer pellets. Nope, there's no news on that yet, Midnight Madness. The only thing I can tell you is it is terribly muddy at Jeff's new place. And any little bit that had dried out last week got ruined this weekend with the rain. This coming week, we're going to get a little dry weather, and it's going to rain again next weekend. So, I don't know. Jeff is very anxious to get moved because he has to get hacking chicks and selling them because that's his main source of income. And right now, he's got his chicks all put together into 5 flocks. And once he gets moved, he's got to separate them out into the flocks that he wants them in. Then he has to wait a month before he can start collecting the eggs to make sure the right rooster got with the right hen. So he said it's going to be 2 months after he gets moved before he can start hatching chicks. Yeah, I'll definitely do that, Peg. Now, I want to try to start getting more videos out. And I know once I get moved, then I'll definitely be having more videos. Yep, Jason Terra, you got it. It's mud season. But at least it's not as bad as the last place I lived. Their mud season lasted from about the end of September to about the 1st of June, mid-June, and sometimes even during the summer, too. That was terrible there. Jeff has taught me some about chickens, but I did a lot of research before I got chickens, and I'm constantly doing more research. And I've talked to Jeff about a few things. And even Jeff will say he's still learning about chickens. It's one of those things you learn for the rest of your life. And we actually had a little bit of sunshine this morning, maybe an hour or less. Wasn't over an hour, and then it clouded up, cloudy most of the day, and then probably 4:30 it started raining. Okay, that'd be great, Jason and Tara. I don't know if I'll meet you any time before, but I'm sure I'll be seeing you at one of the meetups. Yep, I know what you mean there, Peg. Yeah, it gets rains so much in New York that if you're in a wet area, you just got mud all the time. Here it does get bad during the winter, but then when it dries up, it's nice. Um, Heard egg whites can be allergenic. Yeah, I think they can be. Oh, that's good, Midnight Madness. Always nice to have nice weather, especially this time of the year. Yeah, people have been making jokes lately about not seeing the sun here, but this hasn't been bad. Um, I think the longest that we've gone without sun, and I'm not saying that it stayed out all day, but I think we had one spell, it was like 3 or 4 days the sun never came out, but then it would come out a little bit. So that's definitely more sun than I'm used to. Oh, that's not good, Peg. Yeah, I remember when the hurricane came through um, New Orleans back there a few years ago, because that's all below sea level. That can be bad when you get a lot of rain. Yeah, well, enjoy the weather while it lasts, Jonesy, because here soon we're going to be coming into summer and you'll be going into winter. I know I'm looking forward to summer, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to let you guys talk between each other now. I'm going to take just a short break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to go to the bathroom, and on the way back through, I grabbed another cup of coffee. And I see lost 11 people while I was gone. Now I gotta go back and see what everyone's been saying about me while I was gone. Yep, back. Always under a flood warning. Yep, Emily, you can talk about me now. Have a good night, Peg. Well, thank you, Midnight Madness. I appreciate that. I try to be a good guy. Yeah, I know you were kidding, Emily. Hello, Glacier Shark. Yep, I got plans for the Super Bowl. My plan's same as every year. Not watch it. And this is Dino. He said he wanted to come up and hang out with me. What really makes that funny, Emily, is I make the same joke on all the lies I'm on when the host leaves for a minute. I always say, okay, now we can talk about them. Hard to believe in April, he was just a little kitten. But actually, Dino, come here. I don't know how well you can see this. Hey, he's not being very cooperative. But on his back, it actually looks like Dino from the Flintstones. So that's why I named him Dino. Yeah, thanks, Emily. I like it. Yes, all my cats love me. Hey, Dino. How you doing, buddy? Y'all see him if I'm gone for most of the day. When I get home, they're all over me. All of the boys are neutered except for Teddy. He's a little bit young. The next time they have a spay and neuter clinic at the vet, he'll be going. They should have one coming up. I actually expected it to be this month, but I'm kind of glad it's not because I think he's still a little bit young. I'd like to wait a little bit longer on him. But They normally run 3 of them a year. They try to do it February, June, and October, but it doesn't always happen to fall like that. But most likely he'll be going in the next one that they do have. And when I got the older ones neutered, that made a big difference in them. Batman, Oreo aren't bullying Superman anymore. In fact, they're back to being best friends again. Batman is always laying with either Oreo or Superman. It's okay that you put on there because that's just a news item, Midnight Madness, but typically I don't like politics on here. But that just being a news item, that's okay. Well, I just don't want anyone to put any opinions on about politics, because that can really create problems. Oh, I never heard of Chili's Cruises. Well, I know there are millions of channels I've never heard of before. You know, what you doing? Get down, please. Gotta get him off me so I can pick up my coffee. Oh, yes, I forgot to mention that, Wanda. I got a denial letter from Disability the other day, which was expected. So now I have to contact my attorney this week so he can file an appeal on that. And also, they didn't get anything from where I went to physical therapy for a year and a half. They're saying they're unable to get the records from them. So I have to check into that because I can't believe that they would not have sent the records. I can't believe they would not have cooperated, so I'm questioning whether or not Social Security even contacted them. Yep, definitely appeal, Wanda. I'm always eating cookies, Judy. Yes, I did. Very good. Thank you. Yes, Dino loves the camera. My back's been pretty good lately, about as good as it gets. Last night I did have a pretty rough night. I don't know what caused it, if it was the weather or just one of those things. The pain wasn't actually in my back last night, but my leg was really bothering me. But that does happen. I'm feeling better today than I did when well, I shouldn't say today. This evening, I'm feeling better than I did this morning when I got up. So I'm hoping that was just an isolated thing, because I didn't do anything to aggravate it or anything. But my back is never really good. It's just at times it's better than others. And lately it's been about as good as it ever gets. No, that wasn't the one that puts Paul in my coffee. That was Superman. Where is Superman? Oh, I don't know where I don't know where Superman is. He's around here somewheres. He might even be up in the loft with his sister. Because Superman and Dixie are sisters. And ever since Dixie got sick, she's been hanging out in the loft. Even though she's feeling better now. Because I hear her up there jumping around and stuff. But she just hasn't came down here and stayed down here with the other cats for very long at a time. But she comes every time she hears me open a can of food. So I know she is feeling better. Well, thank you, Jenny. It's one of those things. Well, I enjoy eating them, Judy. So that works out good. I've been called Peter and Pete. It's Peter most of the time, but I don't take offense to be called Pete either. Oh, we got a troublemaker in here. I actually do want to get that DNA done someday to see what that says about me. Because I am kind of curious on my ancestry. Dixie is an all-black cat. She's Dino's mother. And Dino and Fluffy. Fluffy is all black except for her. I think it's her left rear paw. Her toes are white on that. And she got a little white underneath her. But pretty much she's all black too. No, I don't think so, Mike. I don't think P is right. Dino, you want to get someone else a chance? I don't know what happened there. Just all of a sudden, it exited out of StreamYard. I don't think Dino touched anything. He might have, but it did happen when he jumped down. But anyway, Dino's down now. You're Domino. I'm a Domino. Look in the camera. Dino wants his spot back. Dino, you got to get down a little bit, okay? Well, it sounds like it's a good day for gardening, Jonesy. What do you say it was, 77 degrees? That's perfect. Let me see. The vet's calling them domestic short hairs. But 5 of them have long hair. But they're putting the breed down as domestic short hair on all of them. All I know is they're just common cats. They're not a specialty breed or anything. Oh, that's good, Mike. Yeah, that's the key. If you can get your seed started early. I'm gonna let go. Eventually, I'm gonna have a greenhouse. Because I plan on growing quite a bit of stuff. Well, actually, what I would like to do is try to get some cheap lumber or free lumber if I can get hooked up with a sawmill and build some raised beds out of that. Well, $2, that's not bad. Right now, the cats aren't going outside. Once they get moved, they're going to have a catio. Okay, Wanda. Thanks for being here. Stay safe in that storm. Yeah, my mom always used to start plants inside. There were certain ones she didn't have luck with. I can't remember which ones it was now. And those she'd go to a nursery and buy. But a lot of her stuff she'd start inside, and she actually didn't even use lights. She'd just put them near windows and let the natural light take care of them. Okay, those tubs are only $2. I will look into that, Mike. I haven't even looked how much they were because I figured they'd be more than that. But yeah, I would love to get some of that stuff from Sawmill to build stuff with, cut up for bonfires. I definitely can make use of that. Normally, I don't bathe the cats. 2 years ago, I had a real bad flea problem, and I was bathing some of them with Dawn dish detergent to try to help with the fleas. It didn't eliminate them, but it killed some of the fleas. But other than that, I don't bathe them. The animals are all doing good, Glacier Shark. And chickens are all doing good. I have to work on their enclosure so they can't fly out of the fence. So I've had a few instances in the past few weeks where one of them's gotten out, and I got to put a stop to that. And cats are all doing good. I've had to take 2 of them to the vet within the past 2 weeks, but they're both doing good now. Oh, that's nice, dog man. I've heard a lot about Russell. He sounds like really a good guy. You tell her, Mike. I don't mean to pick on you, cutie, but Mike's right on this one. And I know you'll get even with me. Hey, like this cup, Mike? Or this cup? Started out with this one, emptied it, didn't take it with me when I went to the bathroom. So I had to grab another cup because I got a cup of coffee on my way back through. Oh, okay, Mike. I was wondering about that. If you were able to get that yesterday, but okay, I appreciate you finding those for me and picking them up. Oh, darn it! I was gonna shut that off on night, but I forgot to do it. We've had fun with that for a few weeks. I think it's about time to. I think it's about time to shut that off. Yeah, what I like, Judy, is I did that as a joke to Mike, and you were the first one to get caught by it. Yeah, I think it is, Jenny. Yeah, she sure does, Mike. Well, that was funny that night because I thought for sure you'd get caught by it, and it ended up being Judy. I can't pick on Judy too much, though. She knows where I live. Well, all of a sudden, everyone's quiet. Yeah, I think 28 years anywhere is enough to give you a bad mouth, Judy. Don't tell her that, Emily. She will. You got that right, J&B. Dogman goes quiet. Look out. Just like with a kiddo. Yep, I've seen that happen before. All of a sudden, they don't hear the kids anymore. Just a minute. I gotta go check on the kids. It's too quiet. Well, been on here for almost 2 hours. Okay, now maybe we'll get going. I was gonna say it's getting too quiet here for me. Maybe I have to end this, but here comes Brett. Yep, you sure do, Mike. I remember that night. Took the microphone in the bathroom with you. Then you went in the kitchen and was singing at the top of your lungs. Yep, 1 hour, 51 minutes, and 54 seconds. Yep, you got that right, Mike. No peace around here. You know, I've heard that there is one person is going to get banned. Let me see, what channel is that? No, the guy's got a lot of dogs. His office is red. I've seen a couple of his lives. Yeah. I know what you mean there. Well, Brett, apparently it wasn't you I was talking about then, was it? Let's see. What is the name of that channel? Is it the Dog Man? Well, one thing I did want to mention is I'm going to try to get some special guests on here. I want to try to get someone, someone that's in charge of each meetup. Try to get them to come on and explain a little bit about the meetup and how you can get camping reservations and stuff. And if anyone got any questions, ask them questions. I'm going to send some emails out and see who responds on it. Judy, Dogman's running for dog control officer. You could be dog control officer of Scott County. He's going to have to pick up all the stray dogs in this county and take them to his house. I am gonna do that, and hopefully I get some people to come on. I'm not gonna be posting the link anymore for anyone to come up. It's just gonna be whoever comes up is gonna have to have the link emailed to them or texted to them. Because I've had two people I've never seen before in my chat come in and get demanding about putting the link up. So I'm not putting the link up at all anymore. So anyone that does want to come on the panel, is going to have to get a hold of me ahead of time. And it'll have to be someone that I know. Nope, I'm not living on that eggs, Mike. And too much bad stuff happening. And I'm not going to let it happen on my channel. Well, I wasn't supposed to highlight it. I just hit the screen. Well, actually, they could be, Mike. I don't know how many lives you watch, but I watched quite a few lives, and I've seen several times someone will bring up someone that they think they know. It's either someone has created a channel with the same name as someone that they know, or it will be someone that they think they've seen them before, but they're not sure. And as soon as they're up there, it turns into a porno. You know, I won't let a stranger in alive, even if it's the name of someone that I know. You still have to be careful of that. Yep, that's right, Brett. You want to see live video, and also you want to know what the person looks like, so you know the person in the video is actually someone legitimate. I have never, ever seen a lady do it, much less a hot lady. So I think it was. Okay, have a good night, Mike. Thanks for being here. I can't remember if it was last Sunday or the week before. I had someone come in the chat just demanding I put the link up. Where's the link to come up? Post the link. And nope, definitely not. It was someone I'd never seen before. Oh, we hit the 2-hour mark now. So I think it's about time to call it a night. Well, thanks for being here, everyone. Brett, keep your opinions to yourself, please. No, I'm picturing that. I didn't want to picture that. Yeah, now, and I'll have a talk with Nightbot about that. Okay, most likely I'll see you tomorrow, Jonesy. Okay, well, thanks for being here, everyone. Another live Wednesday evening at 10 o'clock. Have a good night, everyone.